Hi guys. So, welcome to another video. Some of my camera gear, making it sound like you're a professional. No. So I did a video quite a while ago. Don't know when. I'll put the thumbnail up on screen or the YouTube bit to show a date. I'll put it up on screen of what my camera gear was, and I figured since then things have changed. I thought, in fact, if we bring this over here, once I've talked about it, I can put it away. Thought we'd go through my camera gear, what's changed, what I don't use, why I don't use stuff, what I use, why I bought, what I use, if it's new. So, let's get rid of, obviously, numerous chargers. Numerous, they can go away, I don't know why I got them out. You've probably seen this on Instagram. It's a good Durapo charger. I like this charger because it's got a LCD display on it, so as you're charging it, they're moving so you know what degree of charge they are. This is, well, we'll start here. So, recording this on my new camera, the Sony, I can't remember what make it is. It's a Sony. It's got a flip up screen. I really need to know what it is, don't I? Sony. I'll put it up on screen. So, it's a new camera. Brilliant. I love it. Flip up screen, really easy to use, really good quality. This, the Nikon Coolpix P600 is the camera I used before this. Still has the pop out screen, twisted screen, but I had problems with this, so that's where we'll start. So when I started YouTube, I used this camera. This camera was really good. It is good. It's a very good camera. Obviously got the pop out, so for framing, so if you're vlogging, downsides to this. Main one is it's heavy. So if you've got it out in front of you and you're vlogging, it's heavy. The quality of this to the quality of what I'm filming this on, that's better. We bought this, me and Jamie bought this for our wedding. To film, we had dance lessons. To dance on wedding day. I bought this, so it's good. But the biggest gripe with this, second to the fact that I dropped it, I don't know where did I drop it? Whether you can see. Side there, dropped it, fell out my bag. Now this still works. This is in my description. This is my backup camera. The biggest issue with this is, or the biggest issue with that was, kept corrupting the file. Now I researched it, I was using the right card. I just don't know what was happening, but you obviously press, there's a record button on the back. See that red dot button, so you press that to record, obviously record. You then press the red button to stop the record, and it used to corrupt. So I'd do a piece to camera like I'm doing now, and maybe 20 minutes of footage, be really good, be really proud of it. I'd press stop record. I'd then go into, you won't be able to see it, there's a play button on the back like most cameras. You can go through and you can edit it if you want anything, and it'd corrupt. The first time I did it, I thought that was my fault. I thought that was I'd done something wrong. But actually, it happened more than once. To the point of on videos in the past that you'll have seen, I'd stop it halfway through to see if it's corrupted. So I can't be dealing with that. It's a lot of work doing YouTube. I enjoy it, it's very rewarding at times, but if you're recording something really good and it corrupts, the only option is to re-record it, and if you re-record it I find it's not as genuine, it sounds more rehearsed, it sounds not as good. So I had to find an alternative. That's where this camera came in. So I love it, I think it's brilliant. I think it's tiny, it's good quality, the autofocus is fast. I mean, this isn't a review channel. If you want a review of it, just search that and review in YouTube, you'll find those. But for me, for what I need, it's perfect. Works really well, really well. So this one's obsolete. I'm going to do a Casey Nice stack, and I'm going to keep all my old cameras just for a bit of nostalgia. Don't want to get rid of them really, there's no need to get rid of them really. So this is my go-to camera. All the videos I've recorded recently have been on this camera. I just think it's very good. I really like it. Pardon me, I don't know why I'd go for any more expensive ones. I swear it's got, I'm not going to quote this, but I swear it's got 4K capability, but I don't record in 4K, I record in 1080 because this is the limiting factor. So this is my laptop. This is always in my laptop bag because I'm always doing stuff on the go. So this is a HP EliteBook 840. I found out yesterday you've got dual batteries in this. It's got a space on the bottom that you can put a second battery in. So bought this second hand. I had a laptop before I started YouTube and I was trying to get my editing, so I kind of knew what, because before this I ain't got a clue. I didn't own an editing program, I'd never done any editing, so I needed to kind of know what I was doing. So the laptop I had wasn't fast enough, just wasn't fast enough, so then I bought a new one from Amazon and it didn't work. I had to send it back, it corrupted quite a lot of the time. So I got a company to look at it and they said that my hard drive was corrupt. Got talking with him and he said he could sort me out with one of these. Now, it's not the newest of laptops. I think it's the generation 1 to be honest, G1. But it's Microsoft installed. Also, the limiting factor with this, with the 4K, is the graphics card, because the graphics card is built into it. It's not like a Nvidia or a GeoForce or anything like that, it's built into it. So I can't edit 4K. I'm going to do a video of how I do my editing in more in depth because I have to be quite clever with the drone footage. I have to edit that in a certain way. But it's got 16 gig of RAM in it, I've upgraded. It's got two 8 gig RAMs in it, so it's fast. It's Intel i5, so it's fast. So it's brilliant. All the videos that are out online are down to this. Means I can do it. Sometimes you overload it and it crashes, but I've got HitFilm set up to save every minute, and I save it ever so often. So if it does crash, I'll just go out and go back into it. So this is a workhorse. I love this. Little things like keyboards. I know most of them are. Keyboards illuminated. So if you're in bed on an evening and you're editing, which happens quite a lot, and Jamie's sleeping, I can still see what I'm doing, still see the keys. Yeah, it's a workhorse. It's facilitated me and allowed me to get up on the YouTube. So I really like this. It's really good. I look after it. It's always in my bag. Always with me. So up and down there. So where do we go now? So my old action camera, the Apeman. It's an Apeman A100, but it says Trewo on the front of it. So I got this in the first lockdown because back then with this camera, as you can probably see, it's a bridge camera. I think that's the technical term for it. Didn't want to be taking that into the gym, just didn't. So I got this one. Still got. It shows you how much I look after since it's still got the plastic sheet on the back of the screen. So this camera, brilliant when it first. I don't know what I've done or what it's done, but the footage was fine to start with. But then when I bought the drone, which we'll get onto in a minute, coming from the drone footage as like a bit of B-roll, coming from that back to this, when you were watching it on the TV, the difference in quality was immense. This was like grainy and bitty. Even if I did it in 4K, like to check, the 1080 that I record on the drone was so much better quality than this. So this is my backup camera, my backup. This is my backup camera for the gym. I always have it. I'm not going to get rid of it. Like I said, doing a Casey Nice stack, I'm going to keep them all. For what I'd get for it to sell it, because you've got so much extra bits with this. For what you'd get by selling it, it's going to come in more handy keeping it. So this camera was good and is good. I just don't know why it's now, I think the pixels, the difference is just not good enough, not clear enough, and if I'm trying to grow the channel, I'm not going to grow it when they click on it and it's grainy and it's not very nice. I like this, I'm going to sneeze. So, this coupled with this is my Bendy Tripod. This is that I take in the gym with me. I love this, this is brilliant. You can't buy this anymore for some no reason. I like how long it is, so like in videos in the past I've attached it to the squat rack and I've attached it to the leg press, and you can attach it to so many things. It's good, that connects to the bottom of that, obviously missing the piece. So that and that were formidable for the gym, just so inconspicuous, so out of the way. I like this because you can do it like that, or you can twist the top like that, which therefore means you can spread the legs wider. Just really good, that's really, really good. On about tripods, I also have a monopod. I don't really use the monopod, and I have 2 tripods. The one I'm filming this on is the K&F Concept R. Comes in a bag. Inside the bag you get one for your phone as well, but I've taken it out because I don't need it. This tripod's brilliant, lightweight enough that you could class it as a travel tripod. It's got all the stuff that you would expect out of a tripod. It's got a spirit level on the back of it, so you know you're shooting nice and level. I just love it, it's brilliant. For what I paid for that, it's brilliant. I wanted one that was a cross between like a proper one and like if I needed to go somewhere, and if I was to go somewhere that this just wasn't good enough. Like if I want to film on the table, it's just not high enough, and I don't want to have to buy the slightly bigger ones. So that works out well. I mean, I've only got it extended once, and it's as the height it is. With the lens on the camera, it's taking in everything, but not taking in too much that you can't see. So, tripods, old action camera. I keep it in the bag, because you never know when I might need it. So, in here, or this, on my laptop, I have an SD card slot, and it stopped working for some reason. So I've always had this. I don't know if you can see that. This is a dongle, SD, micro SD, and in here are all my spare adapters, cards, etc. And I've got so many. So that's that, not very exciting. We'll get to the exciting stuff in a minute. In here is my, I think it's 10 terabyte WD, does it tell me how many terabytes it is? This is my case and this is my power bank. So everything that I record, so when my final export on hit film, I put into here. My MP4, put onto here. Everything's put onto here, so it's not saved on the laptop, so it's separate. It's also got data recovery on this and everything. So, but the way I see it is once it's uploaded to Facebook. Once it's uploaded to YouTube, you don't really need it, but I like to keep it. But if I want to go back and get some footage for some funny bits. Right, this is the case for the camera that I'm filming now. So, the original battery, Sony original battery, and then I've got 4 of these, which go with the charger, and obviously the 4th one is in the camera now. The holder's over there. In here I have, in here I have my business cards for GingerLife. I find it's easy if people ask about your YouTube channel, you can just give them a card. That's that. We'll get rid of the boring stuff. So over here is the paperwork. So this is my homemade drone landing pad. So that's the colour, and that colour depending on what you've got it on. So if you've got it on sand, you can have that colour. If you've got it on grass, you can have it on that colour. I made that, it's just 2 A4 pieces stuck together. I didn't want to buy one because they were expensive, and plus I like the fact that that slots in the slot that my laptop slots in, so it's all self-contained, because I like having everything with me. I don't want to go, oh, that's at home. What else is there? So, my merch stickers, all the different types of stickers are here, and then all the blurb with insurance. There's some blurb somewhere regarding, I'll find it, regarding, that's drum insurance, that is. But there's a load of blurb around, regarding the, because there's a load of new laws with drones. I thought I had it in here. Check it out. Okay, that's that. Boring. On here we've got screen protectors, quite clumsy when it comes to things like that. So we've got screen protectors for the camera, there's one on the back of the camera, there's one on the new action camera. What do we do now? So we'll do drone. So this is range extender for the drone. I don't really use this very often, but if I'm flying it in an area that's quite built up, I slap it on. So, drone. Love this drone. So in the drone we've got all the, I'm not going to show you it, but all the operator ID, flyer ID that you have to do. The drone, what's changed with the drone? So with the drone I've now got little rubber guards on it to keep it safe in here, and some of the footage you've seen in the past I've just gone out and filmed. So I've put the drone and the controller in my pocket, but the newest thing for the drone is these. So, more business cards and more drone license. So these are, there's one on the camera. These are my filters for the DJI Mavic Mini. Now if you look at them, they are mega tiny. They are like so small. So these are, so the one that I've got on the drone at the moment, you can see it. If you look through the gimbal, there's one on there. So the one I've got on there at the moment is the UV filter. So it obviously takes out the UV rays. That's good for the camera, keeps the camera, and then we've got all different polarizer lenses, ND filters, so natural CPLs, polarizers, natural densities, all the way from 4 to 32. So they're good for like if you're flying over, some of them like over water, they can make the water go glassy. The UV filter's good because it takes away the UV rays from the sun. So that's that. I love the fact that drone, you can see, drone, controller, batteries, because I got the fly more, so you get 3 batteries. Connectors, those in there, forgot the word of them, what are they? Filters, all on there, all locked away, all goes in the bag, all hunky-dory and nice. And then that. So that's that away. So then, the biggest new addition is the new action camera. Now if you've followed me on Instagram or Facebook, you will have seen the new Instagram camera. It's the new, new to me, it's the, in here. So it's the DJI Osmo. Is it? No, it's not the DJI Osmo. Is it the DJI? Osmo Action, that's it. So, this, again with this, I got the Fly More pack, so you get 3 batteries, you get battery charger, so you can charge them all at once. I've got new memory card for it. So at the moment of filming this, I'll be using this tomorrow. And then in here we've got charger and instruction manual. That's exciting. So, reasons I bought this. Let's take it out of the camera. Let's take it out of the case. Reasons I bought this. So, I needed a new action camera. You see it? Tiny, heavy though. Really heavy for what it is. So, I was deciding on doing lots of research. Anyone that knows me knows that before I buy anything, I research the hell out of it. And then it's got, not on the lens, but I've got a lens cap, which is going to be good. I've got a protector on the front screen and the back screen, so there we go, front screen and the back screen. So one of the main reasons I bought it was because the old action camera, which is back in here, the old action camera just has back screen. You can see, just a back screen, no front screen. So for framing at the gym, it was really difficult. Plus the quality, so it was Osmo Action or it was GoPro, the newest one with the front GoPro 9, is it? Went for this. Main contributing factor, the reason I went for this is because of the drone. Never had any problems with the drone. The drone is brilliant. Love the drone. The quality of the footage on the drone at 1080 30 frames is so good. Find it so clear. So if that's going to be as good as that, therefore you would expect the action camera to be as good. Found out that it's touch screen and front screen. So if I've set it up to talk to it, I can check that I'm in the screen. Check that the amount of times you've just seen the top of my head or my mouth. So that's really vital. And then also for that, in here, got more lenses. These are metal. So these are ND polarizers, and ND and a polarizing lens and all those kind of stuff. So it'll be good because this has got the time-lapse feature on it, which this had, but the camera that I'm filming on now doesn't have. So if I'm in the gym and I'm warming up, I tend to put it on time-lapse because it can make 25 minutes, 30 minutes of warm-up footage be 10 seconds. So you can cram more in. So that's it. New cameras, new filters. Not much else to talk about. I think that's it. 23 minutes. Wow. I can talk. So, if you're new, I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. There's 85, 87 videos on YouTube now, so there's plenty to watch. Get subscribed, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload. Let's get to 100 subs, and then we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.